What's good with the fight fans, man? It's Kijana back with some fight predictions this week. UFC 251, Usman versus Masvidal. Marty versus Gamebred, man. It's gonna be a good fucking fight, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the whole main card, dude. The main card it's stacked from top to bottom. Even some of the prelims are pretty good as well. I'm looking forward to honestly watching all the fights this weekend. I think it's at 2 in the morning. I don't really know for sure, but I'm gonna have to check because I don't know the time frame or the difference in the clock over in Abu Dhabi compared to California. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wake up early if it is at 2 in the morning and make sure that I watch those fights. But anyways, I'm gonna get straight into the early prelims. Martin Day versus Davy Grant. Martin Day, the Spartan, 8-3 record. Davy Grant, dangerous, 11-4 record. This is a classic striker versus grappler matchup. Davy Grant's a submission specialist. He has 8 sub wins, 4 sub losses, so he's pretty game when it comes to getting on the ground and using his BJJ. Very good BJJ offense. He doesn't have the best BJJ defense. He has been armbarred twice. He's been rear naked choked once and triangle choked once. Yeah, man, he's pretty versatile on the ground, though. He has 5 rear naked choke wins, 2 guillotine choke wins, 1 triangle choke win. So yeah, this guy, he likes to take your back and submit you, man. That's his main thing. His rear naked chokes are vicious. If you can get your back, then you're probably going to be in trouble. But Martin Day, the Spartan, 8-3 record, 3 KO/TKO wins, 2 sub wins. Both of his submission wins are by guillotine choke. He has 1 KO loss and 3 decision losses. He's pretty durable, dude. He has pretty good fucking cardio too. He lost his last fight by decision to Ping Yun Liu. I think that's how you say his name. I thought he won the fight, but apparently he lost. So yeah, he had a lot of significant strikes. He mixes it up well. He has really good push kicks, very quick hands. He has a really good left whipping hook, and yeah, dude, he catches people off guard because it just whips. It comes at a weird angle, dude. He likes to be the aggressor. He has pretty nasty ground and pound, but it's usually on reversals. If you try to take him down and he reverses you and gets on top position or top control, you're gonna have some problems because this guy likes to really throw hands. He's a volume striker. He's not a power puncher, but if he gets you on the ground and gets that top control, or the mount or anything like that, it's gonna be a serious issue for you, man, because this guy won't stop. He's relentless. I'm picking Martin Day to win this one, but honestly, you could toss a coin up in the air. They both have similar records. I think Martin Day's gonna get it done. He has a 4.5-inch reach advantage, and he's the taller opponent, which sometimes it doesn't matter, but I feel like in this case it's gonna matter. Next fight, Carol Rosa versus Vanessa Melo. Carol Rosa's 12-3 record. Vanessa Melo's 10-7 record. That's not the greatest record, but I'm rolling with Carol Rosa. I'm not going to talk too much about this one. I'm very confident in picking Carol Rosa. She has the bigger body frame, even though she is 5'5", just like Vanessa Melo. She's just a wide body. She has a bigger body frame. I feel like Vanessa Melo is going to have some serious issues on the feet. Carol Rosa does walk into punches. She eats them sometimes, but she's willing to give one she's willing to get one to take a punch and to give you a few. So I mean, yeah, she's pretty beastie, honestly. Carol Rosa's, honestly, she looked pretty good in her last fight. She has good takedown defense. She has a 3-inch reach advantage in this, and she likes to stalk all of her opponents. Vanessa Melo's kind of I don't know, man. I watched some of her footage and I just wasn't impressed by her. So I'm rolling with Carol Rosa on that one. Next fight, Pauline Paiva versus Zhalgas Zhumagulov. Paiva's 19-3 record, 4 KO/TKO wins, 3 sub wins, 1 KO loss, 1 sub loss. He beat Mark De La Rosa in his last fight by 2nd round KO, which was cool. It wasn't super impressive. Mark De La Rosa's Mark De La Rosa. There's not really much to say about that. He's tough. De La Rosa's definitely tough, but he always comes up short. He went on a 2-fight losing streak before that with the doctor stoppers and a split decision loss to Kai Kara France, which he easily could have won that fight as well. It was a close one. It was definitely a close fight. He always pressures his opponents. Very good cardio. Looks better in each fight. He's tough and he's very durable. Throws good combos and mixes it up. He mixes it up to the body very well. He catches people off guard when he goes to the body. He has a nice jab, nice cross. Pretty decent leg kicks and body kicks. Paiva's pretty well rounded, man. He doesn't have a 19-3 record for no reason. He's fighting Zumagulov though, 13-3 record, 6 KO/TKO wins, 1 sub win, 1 KO loss. He's making his debut. He's on a 4-fight win streak, which is pretty impressive. This guy throws fucking bombs, man. He's a powerful striker. Overhand right is money. Sleeps people all the time. Catches you off guard, and you're gonna be going night-night. His overhand right is really his go-to punch, honestly. That's what I feel like it is from what I've seen. He's a very aggressive striker, strong double leg takedowns, very strong double leg takedowns. His left hooks are crisp. His right outside leg kick is fucking money too. He looks like he has decent cardio, man. He is 5'4". He's 5'4", and he's fighting Paiva, who is 5'8". So I mean, that might be an issue in this fight. I put a question mark by this one. A lot of people are picking Paiva, but I do feel like Zumagulov has a chance to win this fight. I really do. I feel like he has a chance to win this fight. He's the underdog in this one. I know Paiva has a high output. He has good cardio, and he stalks all of his opponents. So I am rolling with Paiva to get the win, but I don't count Zumagulov out of this one, man, because I could definitely see him out grinding Paiva if he doesn't gas out, which I don't think he will. Next fight, Marcin Tybura versus Maxim Grishin, aka Tybura, 18-6 record, 7 KO/TKO wins, 6 sub wins, 4 KO losses. That is too many KO losses. I don't care if you're a heavyweight. I don't care if you're a bantamweight. That's too many KO losses. I've said this in previous videos. I don't like picking fighters that have had a lot of KO losses or TKO losses because it's too much brain damage. It's just too much. A lot of the greatest fighters, they didn't get knocked out a lot. And if they did, it was maybe once, maybe twice in their career. But for the greats, they don't get punched a lot. They have really great defense. Yeah, they don't get knocked out like that. And they'll get submitted in mixed martial arts, but they usually don't get knocked out. And that's not good to be knocked out that many times in the heavyweight division, man. Every single one of these big boys hits hard. He beat Sergey Spivak in his last fight by UD. He lost by KO to Gusto Sakai, which is a really good fighter. Shamil and Derek Lewis, all in the span of 2 years. So that's three KOs just within 2 years. That's not good. He has really questionable striking defense and questionable chin, in my own opinion. He does look like he progresses each one of his fights somewhat, but it's just some of these fights, they don't last that long. He gets KO'd instantly, and he doesn't really get a chance to prove to anybody what he has or what he's worked on. He kind of just gets slept, like, really quick. But yeah, man, he has one triangle armbar win, 1 north-south choke win, 4 rear naked choke wins, so you got to look out for that. He has a really good double leg takedown, single leg takedown, decent cardio for a heavyweight, good top pressure and control from the mount. Seen that versus the Andre Arlovsky. But yeah, man, he's got KO power. Of course, it's the heavyweight division, so he can get a knockout. But I see him going for takedowns in this fight, and I definitely see him getting a few takedowns if he doesn't get slept instantly. If he does that, he has a chance to beating Maxim Grishin, because Grishin is coming in on short notice. He's a light heavyweight going up to heavyweight, so he has a 30-7 record. That could be a problem. He's going to they're both 6'3", but he's going to have a smaller body frame naturally. Unless he's a natural heavyweight. I watched him. He looks like he's more of a light heavyweight than a heavyweight. Tybura honestly looks like more of a light heavyweight. I feel like he just has extra weight on him, so he says fuck it and just fights at heavyweight. But I feel like Tybura could definitely be a light heavyweight as well. He has 15 KO wins / TKO wins, 6 sub wins, 3 KO losses, 3 sub losses, 4 rear naked choke wins, 2 arm triangle choke wins, lost by north-south choke. He has a rear naked choke and arm bar. He's fighting out of Russia. He's 36 years old, making his debut, and he's coming in on short notice, and he's going up another weight class. So those are all 3 factors that are gonna play dividend in this fucking in this fight. And they're fighting in Abu Dhabi, man. They're fighting in that hot, just humid, mucky environment. It doesn't matter if it's gonna be late at night. It's gonna be hot as fuck, dude. It's gonna be like a steam room in that bitch. They're in the desert, dude. What do you expect? It's an island in the desert. What more is there to expect? It's gonna be interesting, dude. There's gonna be a lot of people gassing out for these fights. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people gassing out for these fights, especially if they don't fucking, man. if they don't somehow control their energy the best that they can, or they just come in and fucking get a flying knee knockout within 3 to 5 seconds like Masvidal. But I don't see that happening for too many fighters. A lot of people are going to be gassed out in this card, I feel like, if they don't get quick finishes. This guy likes to swarm all of his opponents. He has constant pressure, high volume, and he packs a punch. He does. Right cross is really good. Uses his range and head movement pretty well. But yeah, I feel like his cardio is going to be a factor in this one, coming in on short notice and going up a weight class. But I mean, this is another one that I put a question mark by, because it's just so iffy. A lot of these heavyweight fights are so iffy, but at the same time, sometimes I'm so confident in who I'm going to pick for the heavyweight division. But for this one, I'm not confident at all, because Tybura has been knocked out 4 times. This other guy's been knocked out 3 times. I feel like Tybura is going to win just because of his wrestling, if he utilizes his wrestling. But he likes to strike with people at times when I know it's not something that he should be doing. Yeah, man, I'm going to roll with Tybura on this one. I really hope I don't... Oh, man, I picked Tybura in the past and he's lost. I really hope he doesn't lose in this one. I hope he doesn't get KO'd. So, yeah, I'm going to roll with Tybura. Next fight, Leonardo Santos versus Roman Bogatov. Santos, 17-3 record, 3 KO/TKO wins, 9 sub wins, 1 KO loss to Gene Silva back in 2006. God damn, that's a while ago. 2 decision losses on 5-fight win streak over the past 6 years. This guy is not active. He's just not active at all, man. He doesn't fight that often. He's 40 years old. He's getting up there. I feel like this should be his last fight, because he doesn't really fight that often. He's been in the UFC for a while, and no one really knows who he is, other than people that have been watching fights for a while. I know who Santos is. I watched him when he fought Kevin Lee a while back. That was, I think, 2015 maybe. I think that was the first fight I ever seen him fight in. So I mean, I'm not too familiar with this guy as well. I'm only familiar with a few of his fights. But yeah, he put Kevin Lee to sleep. He has big wins over Stevie Ray and Rocco Martin. Those were all finishes. So this guy is very strategic. He's versatile as fuck on his feet. Yeah, he has power in his hands, man. And I think people they sleep on that. They think like, I don't know what people think when they're fighting this guy, but he puts you to sleep. He has quick hands. He's a master at the arm triangle choke. Likes to chop his opponent's legs down. This guy utilizes the leg kicks very well. Outside leg kicks are nasty. Vicious flying knees. If you try to duck your head, you're probably going to catch a knee. Submission specialist for sure. Man, and his step back right cross is fucking lethal, dude. Step back right cross. We seen it in the Stevie Ray fight. Stevie Ray got slept. It was a step back and then a sway, and then he hit him with that right cross and fucking put him to sleep. Stevie Ray literally got KO'd in slow motion without the slow motion. Yeah, that was Stevie Ray's not the greatest fighter ever, but fuck, dude, that was a great performance by Santos. He's fighting Bogatov, 10-0 record, 1 KO win, 5 sub wins, 3 arm triangle choke wins, 2 Bravo choke wins, 1 shoulder choke win. 2 Bravo choke wins, no shoulder choke win. I guess they counted as a shoulder choke win, but they just labeled it as a Bravo choke. So he has 2 Bravo choke wins. He's 5'9", so he's going to be the shorter fighter. The other dude's 6 foot. He has reach disadvantage in this one as well. Bogatov likes to use the jab cross to get in range and get positioned for a takedown. He has really good double legs. He's got good trips, good single legs. This guy's pretty good with his wrestling, honestly. I think he has a sambo background, but I'm not entirely for sure on that one. I'd have to check. But from what I've seen him, like the fights that I've seen on YouTube of him, it seems to me that he has some type of sambo background. Crazy grip strength. Only thing I'd be worried about is this guy likes to duck his head a lot. He ducks his head straight down, so I could literally see Santos hitting him with a knee and knocking him smooth out. I really could see that happening. I could see that happening early in the fight too, because Bogatov likes to start very fast. He'll hit him with a double jab, and then he'll hit a cross, and then he'll go straight for the takedown. But he always ducks his head straight into like that knee range whenever he goes for a double leg takedown. And I could see him getting slept. I really can. But I'm gonna roll with Bogatov. A lot of people are picking Santos. I think Santos might lose this one. He hasn't lost in a while. He's not very active that often, and this guy's coming in 10-0. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to keep his O. But these fights, with the fighters that are coming in the UFC, where they're always like 9-1 or 9-0 or 10-0, 11-0, well, whenever there's an O, just be ready for that O to go, because it seems like that's the case for most of these fights for a lot of these newcomers. I feel like a lot of these guys, they come in and I don't know, man. They just think they're gonna keep that O, and they don't. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with Bogatov on this one though. I could definitely see Santos beating him. Next fight, Makwan Amirkhani versus Danny Henry. Mr. Finland versus the Hatchet. 15-4 record for Makwan. 1 KO win, 10 sub wins. This guy's nasty on the ground. Very good BJJ skills. Has 3 rear naked choke wins, 3 anaconda choke wins, 1 heel hook, 1 guillotine choke win, 1 arm triangle, 1 bicep splicer back when he was an amateur in 2010. This guy is so slick on the ground, dude. The only thing that turns me off of Amirkhani is his cardio. His cardio just doesn't last because he pushes that pace. He pushes the pace in the first round, kind of in the second round, but he usually gasses mid-second round to late second round, sometimes early third round. It just all depends on who he's fighting and what type of fighter that he's fighting. Like Shane Burgos pressured the shit out of him. He didn't have no energy after that first round. So, and he put up a pretty good fight against Shane Burgos, honestly. I mean, he came close to some submissions. Yeah, I got TKO'd in round 3. He couldn't keep Burgos on the ground. That's another problem for Amirkhani. He tends to have problems keeping people on the ground, even with his grip strength and just his BJJ skills. Like, he has problems keeping his opponents on the ground. He can always get them to the ground usually, but he just has problems keeping them there. And he definitely had a problem with Shane Burgos. But we see how strong Shane Burgos is. We see how great his cardio is. So, I mean, if Danny Henry has as good a cardio as Shane Burgos, Amirkhani's going to have a serious problem. He beat Chris Fishgold and Jason Knight previously. Went to split decision with Arnold Allen, lost. So, I mean, he's fought some pretty good people. This guy's fought some pretty good people. I mean, the only thing that Amirkhani has on the feet is his really nice jab, double jab, jab cross. That's really all he has. He throws a few calf kicks every now and then. He doesn't throw that much. That's like out of the ordinary. He just keeps to the basics, and then he catches you slipping and goes for that takedown, man. Amirkhani's pretty legit. He's fighting the Hatchet though. 12-3 record, 5 KO/TKO wins, 5 sub wins, 1 sub loss. Lost to Dan Ige in round 1 by rear naked choke. I forgot to mention too, Amirkhani's favorite submission, I would say, is an anaconda choke. He loves the anaconda choke, and he loves to get your back. So I could definitely see Amirkhani getting an anaconda choke or a rear naked choke in this fight versus Danny Henry, if he does it the right way. Danny Henry was on a 5-fight win streak before that, 2 subs and 2 TKOs. He has 2 rear naked wins, 1 triangle choke win, 1 anaconda choke win, and 1 guillotine choke win. His high takedown defense percentage, strong double legs, and brutal elbows when he gets you to the ground. If he gets you in the crucifix position or gets you in side control, be ready for those elbows, because he's gonna rain them down on your fucking face. He's gonna split your whole head open to the white meat. Yeah, I mean, Danny he's a beast, dude. Danny Henry's a fucking beast. I like his style of fighting. Heavy top pressure. He's heavy-handed. He's a heavy-handed Scottish fighter, dude. I'm pretty sure that he's Scottish. And he just has that warrior mentality. Danny Henry, I mean, a lot of people counted him out versus Hakeem Dawodu. I even counted him out, honestly. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I picked Hakeem Dawodu. Mean Hakeem, I mean, everybody was on the hype with that guy. It's funny because I went against my gut on that one. Something told me Danny Henry was going to win, and something's telling me Danny Henry has a shot of winning this one as well. But I am going to pick Amirkhani on this one. I hope that Abu Dhabi's weather doesn't play a huge factor on Amirkhani's conditioning. Hopefully he's been working on the conditioning during the quarantine. And Danny Henry, I feel like he does have better cardio, and he's pretty underrated on the ground, and he has better striking than Amirkhani for sure. But I am going to roll with Amirkhani on this one. I put a question mark by that one as well, because that's just, man, a lot of these fights I'm very iffy on. For the main card, I'm pretty confident in most of my picks, but for the prelims and early prelims, I'm very iffy on some of the fighters. But yeah. Next fight, Elias Dos Santos versus Muslim Salikov. Dos Santos, aka Capoeira, 22-6 record, 14 KO/TKO wins, 3 sub wins, 1 KO loss to Li Jingling in round 3, which was an outstanding performance from both fighters. Honestly, Li Jingling is just stronger in that one, and caught him. He has 2 sub losses, both by rear naked choke. Beat the 20-0 Russian Kunchenko in his last fight. Pretty impressive. Unorthodox striker, unpredictable for sure. I mean, it explains his nickname, Capoeira. He's got great footwork, man. Great footwork, and it's that background, that Capoeira background. Powerful striker. He swings reckless at times. Actually, a lot of times he swings reckless. He tends to throw looping hooks. He'll come in range and he'll just throw bombs with looping hooks, and he leaves his chin to get fucking tagged. So yeah, but he does mix it up pretty well to the body as well. Vicious knees in the clinch. He's a pressure fighter. Dos Santos likes to pressure all of his opponents. His cardio is so-so, not the best takedown defense. Looks to keep the fight standing. He's more of a striker. And he's fighting another guy who's more of a striker. King of Kung Fu. 12 KO/TKO wins, 2 sub wins, 2 sub losses on 3-fight win streak. 3 out of 4 in his UFC career, man. That's pretty impressive. Lost to Alex Garcia on his debut by rear naked choke. Beat Ricky Rainey, Nordine Talib by KO. This guy's a very fast striker, dude. Spinning heel kicks are his thing. He'll go to the body, hit you with a spinning heel kick, and then he'll hit you with another spinning heel kick soon after that when you least expect it, and it's going to be on your fucking face. I've seen him... If you've watched any of his highlights, he's knocked out people with his spinning heel kicks. He'll trick you. He'll go to the body, and then you hesitate. You block your body, and then he comes back up to the head and knocks you the fuck out. Very strategic striker, man. I like this guy. He beat Staropoli as well by decision. Very good kickboxing. Just another unpredictable striker. He has a very quick overhand right. That also puts people to sleep. I feel like this guy's heavy-handed. He doesn't look like he would be, but he is. He goes to the body pretty nicely as well. And he dropped Nordine Talib with a vicious overhand right, dude. Talib did not see it coming. This guy's 36 years old. So he's getting up there in age, and Dos Santos is 33 years old, so technically he's in his prime. But who knows, man? King of Kung Fu. I'm rolling with Muslim Salikov on this one. A lot of people are picking Dos Santos. I'm picking Salikov. But I put a question mark by this one as well. They're both, I feel like they're both pretty evenly matched. But I feel like Salikov has the more slick striking skills for this one. All right, next fight, Volkan Oezdemir versus Jiri Prochazka. I don't know how to say that guy's name. Anyways, Volkan Oezdemir, no time versus Denisa. 17-4 record for Oezdemir, 26-3 record for Jiri. This guy has 23 KOs. That is a lot of KOs. He has 2 sub wins. So out of his 26 fights, 25 of them are finishes. That's insane. 2 KO losses, 1 sub loss. He's on a 10-fight win streak. 8 out of those 10 are KOs. Yeah, he's a counter striker. He's always on his back foot, so I don't really like that because Volkan Oezdemir is a pressure fighter, and he will pressure you until you can't take the pressure anymore. He's got good footwork. Yeah, I mean, this guy's always moving, good lateral movement. He walks into punches at times. He keeps his hands low. I don't like that at all. And Oezdemir is going to capitalize on that. Oezdemir's in his prime. He's 30 years old. He looks like he's 38, 39. He looks kind of old. He packs a punch, looks for a quick KO. That's why his nickname's No Time. We've seen it in the Jimmy Manua fight. He put him to sleep very quickly. Couldn't do much against DC because DC's a wrestler. Everybody knew DC was just going to out-grapple him. Tried to do something versus Anthony Smith. People picked Volkan in that one. I picked Anthony Smith. Yeah, I didn't think Anthony Smith was going to actually submit him, but I did think that he was going to just outclass him. In Volkan Oezdemir, I feel like he progresses in each one of his fights. When he loses, you see a whole different Volkan when he comes back. I feel like he beat Dominic Reyes as well. A lot of people, that was a controversial fight. I picked Dominic Reyes to win. And I still think that Volkan won that fight. I had money on Dominic Reyes, so I'm happy because I mean I won. But excuse me, I definitely think Volkan won that fight. I think they robbed him 2 rounds out of 3. But anyways, I'm rolling with Volkan Oezdemir because the other guy keeps his hands too low. Can't keep your hands low when you're fighting Volkan Oezdemir. Go back and watch his highlights, not just his highlights, but watch his fights, and you see that guy Jerry keeps his hands low a lot, but he does have good head movements. So I mean, I don't know. Ustamir is kind of one-dimensional on the feet. He doesn't mix it up that much. He relies a lot on his boxing and his heavy hands. But I'm rolling with Ustamir to get the finish. All right, man. We're in the main fucking card. Amanda Ribas versus Paige Van Zant. 12-gauge Paige. I'm not going to say much about this one because I am picking Amanda Ribas. A lot of people are picking Amanda Ribas as well. She's ranked 14. She has a 9-1 record. Paige Van Zant's 8-4 record. Van Zant just has a lot of injuries in my own opinion. She doesn't do good fighting on her back foot. She doesn't do good against people that pressure her a lot. She's pretty good on the ground though. She's underrated on the ground. I feel like Ribas is underrated everywhere, honestly. She kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't follow Amanda Ribas until she got to the UFC. I heard of the name before, but I never was really interested in watching her fight, to be completely honest. But for this fight, I'm really looking forward to watching it, and I mean, Ribas has been TKO'd before, so I just can't remember. I'm pretty sure Ribas has been TKO'd. You guys can correct me in the comments if she hasn't. It could be a different fighter that I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty sure that she has been TKO'd, and if she has, I can't remember the name of the fighter, but I did watch her one loss. I just can't remember who it was. But anyways, I'm rolling with Paige Van Zant. I'm not Paige Van. I'm rolling with Amanda Ribas. Paige Van Zant's a huge underdog, so I mean, I could see she could get a submission victory. She looks like she's in great shape. She's been training with her husband a lot. You know, her husband's gonna be pushing her to the limit. You know, like the song. But yeah, man, I just see Ribas piecing her up. I really do. I don't see Paige having an answer. I see Paige going for desperate takedowns and trying to submit her. I definitely could see her submitting her, but I don't see her knocking out Ribas. Anyways, next fight, Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas, ranked number 1 versus ranked number 2. Jessica Andrade, 20-7 record. Rose Namajunas, 8-4 record. It's crazy to think Rose Namajunas has an 8-4 record and the people that she's fought. It's kind of interesting to think that she only has those 12 fights, and Jessica Andrade has double the fights. So I mean, that's very interesting. Jessica Andrade's gonna have a huge cardio disadvantage in this fight. Rose Namajunas doesn't gas out. She uses her range very well. She's sticking moves, good lateral movement, good head movement. She was outclassing Andrade the entire fight the last time that they fought, and she got unlucky, honestly. That kind of shit happens. This is kind of like fluke wins. Like, yeah, like Andrade got the slam and KO'd her with the slam, but it's like, come on, dude. That was pure fucking luck. It was pure luck. Rose Namajunas just should have let go of the Kimura, and I think if she would have let go of the Kimura, she would have been completely fine, because Jessica Andrade only had about 2 more minutes left in her, and then from there on, it was going to be very bad for Andrade, because she doesn't have the cardio like that. She definitely doesn't have cardio for 5 rounds, so she got lucky to be in the position she was in and get that belt. Andrade is a decent striker. She knocked out Carolina, which was super sad because I like Carolina. But anyways, I'm rolling with Rose Namajunas on this one. Thug Rose, I think she'll get the job done. I think she's going to get a lot of strikes, honestly, if it goes the distance, which it probably will, or it could be a TKO win. I mean, Rose Namajunas, she's super well-rounded. She could win the fight on the ground as well. She could submit Jessica Andrade, that's for sure. Andrade's strong, but that strength only lasts so long when you don't have cardio. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Next fight, Peter Yan versus Jose Aldo. Peter Yan, 14-1 record, ranked number 3. Jose Aldo, 28-6 record, ranked number 11. Lost his last 2 fights by decision to Moraes and Volkanovski. Those are not bad losses to have. All the losses that Jose Aldo has are not bad losses to have. He's fought the cream of the crop. He's been in the top 10 for I don't know how long, for a long fucking time. He was the champion for a long time. He had his reign, lost the title to Conor McGregor, which Conor just got in his head, honestly. That he just got in his head, and he caught Jose at the perfect time in his career to fight him. Jose was kind of already on the decline at that point, Not taking anything from Conor. Conor did a great job. He slept him, and he used that psychology, man, without even knowing what he was doing, honestly, probably. Or maybe he did know what he was doing, but he got in Jose's head, and it played against him. It played against him bad, too. So, yeah, man, I'm rolling with Peter Yan in this one. Peter Yan pressures his opponents way too much. We've seen what happens when Jose gets pressured too much. He can't get off his kicks like he likes. He can't get off his knees like he likes. He can't get off a lot of stuff that like he likes, and his cardio is definitely dwindling away as he gets older. He's not super old, but he's been in the fight game for a while, so that's just that's old. When you've been in the fight game for a long time, you start to get old, even if you're young. Yeah, man, Jose Aldo, man, he's a great, but I do feel like he should retire pretty soon, if not after this fight, honestly. But I mean, I could be completely wrong. Jose Aldo could tear him up, hit him with a lot of body kicks, just a lot of kicks in general, man. This guy was a professional soccer player before, so yeah, Jose is the shit. But I think Peter Yan is gonna get the job done. He has too much pressure. He's very tough, and he's very hungry right now. I'm rolling with Peter Yan. Next fight, Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway. The great Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Blessed Holloway. Man, they're running it back. Champ versus ranked number 1. Volkanovski, 21-1 record. Max Holloway, 21-5 record. When you look at the type of fighters and the people that these guys have fought, they've basically fought everybody in the division that's actually of significance. Volkanovski still has a lot of people that he wants to fight. Max Holloway still has a lot of people that he wants to fight as well. These guys are going to be around for a little bit, for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years, I think, if there's no injuries or nothing else happens in their life. Alexander Volkanovski has a lot of pressure. Max Holloway has a lot of pressure. They're both going to have a lot of output. Anybody can get knocked out. Max Holloway is not a knockout artist like that. Yeah, he put Jose to sleep with by TKO, but honestly, Holloway didn't even get rid of Ortega. Ortega's very tough. He doesn't really get rid of his people like that. He's more of a volume striker. Holloway works off volume. He uses his cardio as an advantage. He uses his long limbs as an advantage, and yeah, man. I mean, honestly, Max Holloway doesn't even have that long of arms. He has a really weird body type. He actually kind of has T-Rex arms for his body type. He's 5'11", doesn't have a huge wingspan, but he knows how to really just snap those jabs and keep you away with push kicks, and just he knows how to really use his range. Yeah, he's kind of mastered his body a little bit in the ring. Max Holloway is a very good fucking fighter, dude. Yeah, he lost to Dustin Poirier. Yeah, he lost to Conor McGregor. Yeah, he lost to Volkanovski. I mean, I'm going blank on the other people that he lost to, but yeah, Holloway's no fucking joke, and he's a huge underdog on this one, and I don't really see it. I don't know why he's such an underdog. I know Volkanovski's a fucking savage, and I'm picking Volkanovski to get the win by unanimous decision or a split decision. Possibly a TKO. I don't see the TKO happening, but I mean, it could happen. Yeah, Holloway is a fucking savage, though, dude. So, fuck. I put a question mark by this one because I really don't know. If you're gonna make money on the fight, you probably want to roll with fucking the underdog, just because you can actually win some cash off him. And Holloway is a great pick. He's a great play. I don't know how he's such a big underdog in this one, but he's a really good pick in this one. So yeah, but I am rolling with Volkanovski to get the dub. Volkanovski will be a good parlay pick. Next fight, Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal, aka Game Bread. He's fighting the champ, which is 16-1 record, 30, and then Masvidal has a 35-13 record. Man, Masvidal's been around for a long fucking time, dude. It's crazy to think that those backyard fights was Masvidal. I didn't even know who the fuck that was when I was watching those fights back in the day. I'm saying back in the day like I'm old. Fuck, dude. YouTube hasn't been around that long. It really hasn't. The first YouTube videos I watched were some street fights on YouTube. It was a lot of random shit. They didn't really have any censored stuff on YouTube when it first came out. Unforgivable, that was one. Okay, I'm going off topic though. Anyways, Masvidal's been around for a while, and he's a beast, man. He's a fucking savage. Look at his resume. Look at the people he's fought. Yeah, he's been submitted before. I mean, he has losses on his record, but look at the people he's fighting. Of course, you're going to have losses on your record when you're fighting the best fucking fighters. You're going to have an off night. It happens. He should have won the fight versus Ala Quinta. It was a close fight versus Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy just outstruck him. He outpointed him. And that's what he does. He has that karate style. He uses his long legs, and he keeps you at range. And he uses that blitz-in movement, the 1-2s and the 2-3s. Like, he just comes in quick. Wonder Boy, I mean, all these fighters that he's fought have been the top of the fucking food chain. So Masvidal, to even have those losses, and their decision losses, I mean, most of them are decision losses, split decision losses. Like, he is no joke. The KO versus Darren Till was no fucking joke. I picked Masvidal. I knew he was going to get a KO. I knew he was going to get a KO. And I say that with confidence. I said that in my video in the past, that he was going to get a KO in that fight. Darren Till is a savage too, but he keeps his chin in the air. That's what I said in the past. He keeps his he doesn't tuck his chin. He has a standing upright position when he fights. And Masvidal, he has quick hands, dude. Quick fucking kicks. His body kick is lethal. That liver kick, dude. If you get kicked in the liver by Masvidal, oh man, I feel sorry for you. I really do. Yeah, dude, that guy has powerful kicks. Masvidal is nothing to play with, dude. He's super well-rounded, and he's very underrated. Very underrated on the ground with his BJJ skill set. A lot of people think that he doesn't have ground game. Yeah, he doesn't have the best takedown defense. He's probably been working on it. But when you take him to the ground, he usually can hop back up. The only thing I'm worried about is Usman's body frame. Usman's body frame is way bigger than Masvidal's. He has a wider body frame. He does kind of have chicken legs a little bit for a big upper body, but it is what it is. Great wrestling credentials and background. And Masvidal has he has a small waist. He has a small body frame. Usman's got long arms, wider body frame. I could see him wrapping his arms around fucking Masvidal and dragging him to the ground and keeping him on the ground for a long period of time, because Usman has really good cardio. Especially for having that much muscle mass. He has pretty good fucking cardio. He's a really good wrestler. He knows what he's doing on the ground. He knows how to keep you on the ground. He knows how to use his top control. He knows how to use his body for leverage on the ground and really staying heavy on you. So it's going to be a problem if Masvidal can't figure out how to stuff takedowns and can't figure out how to just spring back up when he does get taken down. It's going to be a serious fucking problem. But you already know I'm rolling with the boy, man. I'm rolling with Masvidal, man. I'm rolling with Gamebred. I can't go against Gamebred. And I'm a little biased for this pick, so don't go off of what I'm saying, because I'm a fan of Gamebred. I really want him to win this fight. He's been in the fight game for a long time. He deserves the title. He really does. A lot of people are just getting on to Masvidal, but I mean, for the people that have been watching him for a while, this motherfucker deserves the belt. He deserves the belt. There's a lot of fighters out there that have been in the game for a while, and they fought top-of-the-notch dudes, and they never really got a chance to shine. They never got a chance to get the belt. They never got a chance to touch the belt. There's a lot of people like him that deserve the chance. He deserves the chance to go for the belt and get that shit. Hopefully he gets it. Usman got the belt, so, I mean, he's going to have to take it from that fool. Usman's got great... I mean, honestly, Usman looked fucking fantastic versus Colby, dude. He did look he got rocked a little bit a few times. He got peppered up a few times from Colby. I picked Colby to win because I'm not a huge Usman fan. I feel like he goes back and forth with his personalities. And he's definitely a big hater. I don't like people like that. He's a big hater. He wants to hate on anybody once they get a little bit of shine time. I don't know him personally, so I could be speaking completely wrong. I don't know him personally. He could be a really stand-up guy, a really cool dude. But I'm rolling with Masvidal on this one. I like how he called him the Who guy, acting like he didn't know who Masvidal is. Come on, man, you gotta pay your respects, dude. You gotta pay your respects when you see someone that's fucking good. Give them respect, dude. Don't act like you don't know who they are when you do, man. That's you're putting up a real big front, and nobody really likes that shit. So I'm gonna roll with Masvidal on this one. I'm gonna roll with the Miami dude. I hope he sleeps him. Honestly, I hope he sleeps Usman. Hope he sleeps him bad too. I hope it's worse than the Ben Askren fight. Honestly, I really do. So I'm super biased for this one, man. I'm biased as fuck. A lot of people are picking Usman because of his wrestling credentials. I don't blame you guys for picking him, but I'm not rolling with them on this one. I'm rolling with fucking Masvidal. I already got him in some parlays. I'm ready to get paid. I'm ready to watch some good fights. Hopefully you guys fucking enjoy the fights. Make sure you guys stay safe, man. The world's getting crazy right now. Especially with all this just this nonsense, man. Stay out the way, and get your paper up, man. Get your paper up. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. I'm doing a giveaway on the next. I was gonna do one for this one, but the fight kind of came up a little bit quick. I already know what I'm doing, what I'm giving away, so it's gonna be some pretty cool shit. But yeah, next video is gonna be I think on Wednesday, Fight Island. I'm not putting what I'm giving away for the giveaway in the video this time. It's just gonna be a surprise. So whoever wins, you'll find out what it is when you win. And yeah, I'll put more information on that later on. I'm probably gonna do a recap. I am gonna do a recap for this fight as well. So yeah, you guys stay tuned. Hopefully you guys like the video. Peace.